Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. It's good to see you once again. Sorry the video is just a little bit late, but wanted to say thank you so much for everything. It's Thanksgiving. Well, it's just after Thanksgiving. So we just wanted to say how thankful we are for you guys. We genuinely could not be here without you guys, without the prayer, without the financial support, without the friendship, without the sending us out a few years ago. It's pretty hard to believe that we're closing in on 2 years being over here. It's absolutely flown by, which has been awesome. Lots of cool stuff has happened. But wanted to give you a bit of an update as we go forward. It's been a bit of a slow semester school-wise. It's been pretty disappointing. In our last video, I talked about a couple of schools that we're not really allowed to work in as much anymore. So they were the main ones we worked in the falls. So now that we're not in those schools, it's slowed down a lot. But the programs we have been far better than we've ever had before. It's been really interesting to see, even though it's gotten a lot slower, we're not reaching nearly as many kids. We're able to dig in with a few kids. The school we're in every Monday for almost the entire semester has been 11 kids, but we've gotten to have some incredible conversations with them. It's been really cool to see God working in their lives and seeing them have genuine questions and being willing to debate with us and willing to engage with us. I actually wrote a blog post about it. So if you go back to our main page and go down a little bit, you can read some of what's been going on in the school to see specifically what one of the girls has been engaging with us about. It's been really, really cool for our team and for me to be challenged on some of this stuff, and it's conversations I've never had before. It's the last time we were there was probably one of the hardest evangelistic conversations I've ever had, which was a lot of fun. It was a good challenge. Our youth group at the church has been going incredibly well. We've been having new kids showing up. I think last week we were at 17. About a year ago, there were, I think, 8 or 9 kids. So now we're at somewhere around 17. To most we've had was 21 on an evening. So it's been going incredibly well for some reason. Me and the other guy we were talking about it the other day. And I was like, why? We have no idea why it's going so well. It's not because of anything we're doing, because we're nothing special. We're not even very good at it. But God's using us, and God's bringing kids to Himself. So it's been really cool. Incredible thing that's going on with that is we're actually taking the kids on a mission trip to Moldova in April of next year. So the whole goal of everything is to evangelize the kids, but also to mobilize them into missions with their lives, help them understand the Great Commission in their lives and how it applies to everything, not just being a nice person, but to going out and sharing the gospel. So for many of them, they're very young believers. So me and Jesse wanted to get them overseas, to get them to a different country. So we're taking them to Moldova through OM to work with an organization that's already got a introduction to teen mission basically set up. So we'll be joining a team that's coming from Sweden as well. And we'll be working in Moldova among the poorer regions. We're not exactly sure what we will be doing yet, but we'll be introducing a bunch of young Christians and some non-believers to missions and to what this life is all about. So really, really excited about that. Really excited to be able to get these kids into this and introduce them to it. So if you would like to hear more about that, if you would like to donate towards that, which would be huge. If you would like to help sponsor me and Ashlyn to go, she'll be coming as well as one of the leaders for the trip. If you would like to sponsor us, if you would like to just donate in general, if you would like to sponsor a specific kid, student, please let me know. That would be huge. It's not too expensive of a trip, but there's so little money here and so little idea of mission that fundraising locally will be a challenge. We're going to work on it, But if you guys would like to donate to that as well, that would be awesome. Please let me know. That would be a huge help for us and a huge blessing for the kids to see the worldwide body of Christ engaging in the Great Commission together. So it would be an awesome testimony for these kids to hear that some friends of ours wanted to give specifically to them. So please let me know if that's something you'd be interested in.
Little update about me is, well, this morning I put up Christmas decorations, as you can see. We did, sorry. So that was a lot of fun. It's feeling very Christmassy. It's quite cold here. But I have been working on new intake. We have some new team members coming in this January. And so I've been working on visa applications for them to come into the country. I think we've said a few times, the visa situation here is become a bit difficult, and it was a new laws came about back in April, and so our personnel team have been working really hard on figuring out what that means, how it works, and so we've sent out our first new applications on this new law system last week and the week before, I think. And the government they came back to us about 2 of the applications, telling us basically they didn't like it, try it again. So it's nice that they're letting us try again, and it's not just a no. They're saying, please fix it and we'll relook at it. And so that's helpful, but they're quite picky. So it's been a bit stressful for me and the personnel team trying to figure out how to get these people into the country. But it'll all work out, I think. It's just been a very new experience. You probably saw on our Facebooks a couple weeks ago about we went to Rome. I guess that was about 3 weeks ago now, and we went to with Daniel's parents and visit some of his distant family there. It was a really, really awesome trip. Very refreshing, mentally restful. Physically we walked a lot, so we were quite tired, but it was very refreshing. It was nice just to get away and not think about work, not think about a whole lot really other than being in Rome. So that was a really cool trip. Very thankful we were able to do that for that time. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. So as far as prayer points for this month, just things you can be praying with us for. I think a big one would be the mission trip, would be prepping the kids, fundraising, helping them understand, helping the parents understand, because a lot of the parents are not believers. The kids would be the first generation believer in some of these families. So the idea of a mission trip is completely weird. So would love prayer for how to handle those conversations for us with the parents, but also the kids with the parents. We've got a information meeting night in a couple of weeks that we expect to get some pushback from some of the parents. So just that whole situation is really interesting. Being in an unreached country and trying to take kids on a mission trip is just this weird thing that I've never experienced before. Second prayer point would be the school programs. We have a lot of work with some of these kids. They're challenging us a lot, but they're growing a ton as well. They're learning a lot. It's just really, really cool. Good in-depth conversations. So prayer for wisdom for the team, but also prayer for open hearts for the students would be a huge help.
Yeah. And then a couple for me, just two, I think, is, like I said, the new intake coming in January. Just pray that the visas would work out, and because whether they work out or not, it will still, it's going to affect OM in the future on how we handle visas and such. So just wisdom on how to handle this situation and how to communicate with the government. Like I've been doing. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but just wisdom and prayer that the visas would go through, and then also just prayer for the new intake coming in. They have to support raise like everyone else, so just pray that goes well too. Yeah, so I think that's it for me.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Let's see. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy almost Christmas. Happy almost New Year. We'll make another video before Christmas, so we'll see you again before then. But we hope Thanksgiving was wonderful for you and your family. We've missed you guys. We were a little bit homesick throughout Thanksgiving and missing family, missing friends, getting to see you guys. But that's okay. That's part of living overseas. So thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for the love and the support and the letters and the emails. Please keep those coming. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.